quite a few years back, without any context of like the backstage politics and all that, I saw this match between Shawn Michaels and Hulk Hogan that had me confused as hell as a little kid, where every single thing Hulk Hogan did to Shawn Michaels sent bro flying through the air or careening or bouncing off the ropes, and I didn't quite understand what I was seeing. That is the art of the oversell. Today we've got a video with 100 of the funniest WWE oversells, and I'm probably not gonna surprise anybody if the shit I mentioned shows up here in this video. You can find the original poster of this content at the top link of the description if you'd like to watch the video without me pausing it and reacting ever so often. But if you've been here before, you know what we get down to. You know how this is gonna go. So get yourself nice and comfy, and let's watch 100 of the funniest WWE oversells.
Over the years, we've seen some of the funniest oversells in wrestling history. For example, Triple H took this boot to the face and would go on to sell it for minutes. We'll get an update on Hunter later in the video. And so in today's video, we're going to take a look at the 100 funniest oversells of all time, starting with Vince McMahon.
Though.
After returning to the ring for the first time in a decade, McMahon defeated Pat McAfee at WrestleMania 38. And to his surprise, Stone Cold Steve Austin would show up and give him one more good old stunner, and we got one of the funniest stunner sells ever. I don't know what Jerry Lawler was doing here, but I'd say that this must be one of the most brutal clotheslines of all time. I guess he's the king of selling. In an episode of WCW Thunder, Scott Hall was inside the ring while Paul White was destroying the ring with his bare hands. Scott Hall's reaction:
dude, just get out of the ring. What? They just have to wait for him to slowly tear the ring apart. Just get out. Wait, who would just be there stumbling or rack up? What?
Is crazy. I can't believe he got away with doing this. Mr. Perfect was one of the funniest sellers of all time. Just take a look at this atomic.
Yo, he got some airtime with that one. He was in the air with that shit. Hold on, wait a minute.
Mr. Perfect was one of the funniest sellers of all time. Just take a look at this atomic drop. I think this is the funniest referee sell of all time. You gotta hand it to Red Bastien for giving us this.
Yo, how did he hit all three ropes?
We got another hilarious atomic drop oversell that led to this clothesline. We're gonna see a lot of Ric Flair in this video. For example, look at this oversell after taking an enziguri from Jeff Hardy. Shawn Michaels took overselling to the next level. Look at the way he sells this boot by Psycho Sid.
I love that
this man really did a headstand.
Every time I see it, I love it.
Montez Ford might have the funniest oversell to a powerbomb that I've ever seen. Everything from his facial expression.
Bro, no. Mr. Montez, Mr. Ford, you need to be stopped. That, I would be pissed. I would be so pissed if I got up after powerbombing you and you're standing up already flailing around like that. You need to go to hell. You need to go to hell and then come back when you're ready.
Have the funniest oversell to a powerbomb that I've ever seen. Everything from his facial expression in the air to the unnecessary nonsense after the bump makes this the perfect oversell. Never hit Mr. Perfect with a low blow because he might try to twerk on you. Unless you want that, then go for it. Triple H's overselling of this stunner was amazing, and then somehow he made it even better when he spit out his.
That was godlike. That was actually pretty godlike. Spitting out the beer after getting out the ring was actually kind of tight. That was premeditated as hell. He knew what he wanted to do with it.
Stunner was amazing, and then somehow he made it even better when he spit out his beer. I think it's safe to say that Ric Flair's delayed overselling will forever be one of the funniest things to see. I love Batista, he's a great talent, he's a great guy and everything, but I have to include that one time he oversold Mark Henry's push. I don't know how they continued the spot without bursting into laughter. This is a very...
No, we can't just breeze by that. That's actually crazy. That is actually crazy. I I don't know what's going on with that. That's actually crazy. Mr. Batista, to the front of the congregation, please. What are you doing?
I don't know how to continue the spot without bursting into laughter. This is a very interesting and unique way to get outside of the ring by Shawn Michaels. This is Rick Rude's hilarious take on overselling the atomic drop. I don't know which was funnier, the normal or the inverted one. I'm convinced that Shawn Michaels did not take wrestling seriously. He legitimately gave up on this sell, but still somehow oversold it. I don't know how he does it. Before leaving WWE for AEW, Dean Ambrose gave us one last funny oversell of the curb stomp where he flopped like Joel Embiid. Bob Backlund took a page out of Jerry Lawler's.
What was that? Mr. Moxley, what was that?
Before leaving WWE for AEW, Dean Ambrose gave us one last funny oversell
I need to see that
of
one
the
more
curb
again,
stomp where he flopped like Joel Embiid.
Boy!
Bob Backlund took a page out of Jerry Lawler's book and oversold this headbutt by Bret Hart. In this clip, you can see Triple H oversell and go
can't
flying.
Watch the classic
that inspired
wrestler.
the cameraman to go ahead and oversell as well, who would fall to the ground. Scott Hall is back, and here's his oversell of the Stone Cold Stunner from his WrestleMania match
bugging with the spots
Austin.
like that.
JBL's clothesline from hell was nasty stuff. It looked even crazier when Heath Slater took it. You already know that Heath was studying the HBK overselling tapes. In the early years of his career, Brock Lesnar used to be one of the best oversellers. Just look at him oversell this slap by The Undertaker, and the boot is even funnier when he jumps over the top rope. The Stunner McMahon wasn't the only funny oversell at WrestleMania 38. We also got this hilarious sell by Austin Theory. Staying on Austin Theory, I love the little pause.
Whoa, with he did like an Uncharted flop. If you guys ever played those games. What the hell is all of that?
Hilarious sell by Austin Theory. Staying on Austin Theory, I love the little pause he takes before overselling this Stunner RKO combo move. During a match on Raw, the 1-2-3 Kid, aka X-Pac, kicked this dude out of the second rope, sending him flying outside of the ring. This Spanish...
Joe, that was insane. Ooh, I don't even think that was an oversell. Is he okay?
Kicked this dude out of the second rope, sending him flying outside of the ring. This Spanish announcer loved taking spots, therefore, he was more than happy to oversell this chair shot to the face by Hulk Hogan. Here's an update on Triple H, and he is still overselling over here. Even the referee is kind of getting sick of this nonsense by the game. This is the Nature Boy Ric Flair getting slapped into a delayed spit take before falling to the ground. Charles Robinson is one of the most well-known WWE referees, and here's him completely overselling while getting stuck on these ropes. This is the last hilarious Stone Cold Stunner sell from WrestleMania 38, I promise. It's Pat McAfee's slow descent to the mat while spitting out all the beer in his mouth. Ric Flair's hilarious overselling strikes again. This time it happens after taking a clothesline from Hulk Hogan. It looks like Stone Cold's punch didn't connect at all, but Earl Hebner still hilariously sells this until he falls outside of the ring.
That punch definitely killed that guy.
Man over the top rope to the announce table. Thankfully, Jerry made sure to save Shane from jumping into the crowd. Dolph Ziggler's oversell of the monkey flip with Kofi Kingston is one of the greatest things to witness. It's complete.
Jeez, that was sick. That was actually pretty sick. Dolph strikes again, I fear.
Oversell of the monkey flip with Kofi Kingston is one of the greatest things to witness. It's completely absurd and so much fun at the same time. We have another referee casualty. This time it's Mike Chioda. Shane McMahon shoulder tackled this man into another universe.
Joe, Shane killed him. He literally did him like a GTA NPC, bro. Shane killed him. He's dead.
This time it's Mike Chioda. Shane McMahon shoulder tackled this man into another universe. This was either overselling or he was actually in pain for the next few days. On an episode of Raw, Humberto was ready to risk it all. Unfortunately, there were no rewards for that risk, and Finn Balor's feet sent him flying until he could touch the sky. We're back to the atomic drop, and I think Greg Valentine might have won the award for the funniest oversell. Bret Hart's clothesline to Shawn Michaels got him breakdancing and even hitting the spinneroonie. HBK might have accidentally even invented that move. I'm sorry, Booker. This is what happens when you Irish whip Mr. Perfect into the corner turnbuckle. Chris Benoit's chop was so stiff that it sent Ric Flair's soul into a different dimension, and once he came back to reality, he went tumbling. Since Triple H was Randy Orton's mentor in the Evolution days, it looks like he learned how to oversell a boot to the face. We have another hilarious Rick Rude oversell of the atomic drop. His opponent even had time to dance, which is just showboating to a different level. Billy Gunn made a huge mistake and turned into a pogo stick. Back to that Ray and Randy match, and we got this funny oversell where Randy Orton literally jumps into the springboard crossbody. Devon Dudley made sure to oversell every move like he just got electrocuted.
Why did Randy do that?
We're gonna see a lot more of those in this video. Nah, Ric Flair was just too freaky for overselling this slap to the face from Shelton Benjamin. If I was Shelton, I'm forfeiting that match at that point. We sadly never got to see a match between Brock Lesnar and Shawn Michaels, but here is a preview of how that match would have gone down if it happened. You thought Solo Sikoa or Umaga had a deadly thumb to the throat? Think again after seeing Ricky Steamboat sell this. I don't know how Undertaker...
Alright, I would literally, and I mean this, I would literally have to get up from my seat. I would have to get up from my seat and leave the arena. If I saw this sell, bro, there is no way, there is no way you're gonna have me watch some shit after. No, I'm sorry, I'm not watching the rest of this.
Thumb to the throat. Think again after seeing Ricky Steamboat sell this. I don't know how Undertaker Kane did not break character after this oversell by Hugo the announcer. This atomic drop sent Mr. Perfect outside of the ring. He's lucky it was not a Royal Rumble match. Billy Gunn is actually crazy for overselling like this. I do gotta respect the confidence to sell like that though. I think I'm starting to learn that the big boots in the face.
Bro, what? We let them do this in front of our faces? There's a charm. There's actually a charm in like the oversells though. There's definitely a charm in them being Gucci like that. Alright, I'm gonna catch you off guard. If you made it this far in the video, I want you to tell me who your favorite seller is in any era of wrestling. Could be the classics, you know, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. 2000s. I want to know who your favorite seller is.
Face might be the most devastating move to take because this WCW referee looks like he's never gonna get back up from that big boots. And back to Triple H, and he is still selling. HBK even tried to blow on him, but it didn't work. You know you're overselling when even Shawn is confused. You had to know that The Rock's oversell to the stunner was going to be in this video. In WCW, Kevin Nash and Hulk Hogan rejoined forces, ruining a big time match in the process. Therefore, we got the finger poke of doom that led to this
Not
pinfall.
the finger poke
Here's another
of
clip
doom.
of
Yo, wait a minute. This kid, he just found out Santa Claus isn't real. There's a kid in the crowd. Hold on, where's he? This kid right here, he just found out Santa Claus is not real. He said, wait a minute. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, but these kids are definitely like, yo, what the fuck is this? Oh my goodness, that's terrible, man. I wasn't watching WCW at the time, but I can just imagine. See, this is like, is Hulk Hogan just that strong? Like,
that led to this pinfall. Here's another clip of referee Earl Hebner taking one for the team. Shawn Michaels must have been proud of him in this moment. Dolph Ziggler's oversell of Goldberg's spear is a real beauty. Which one do you think is better between these two? I don't think enough people talk about Randy
So you
Orton's
got to see
hilarious
Sting and all that.
oversell
That's
of the
cool.
Stone Cold
I always
Stunner.
thought Sting
I
had
love
like a really
Ricochet's
cool
oversell. It looks
attire
like
and
Samoa Joe
everything.
tried sending this man to the moon. We're back with Chris Benoit's vicious chop.
Jeez.
This time, it's with Mr. Perfect, who oversold it too much and ended up hitting the steel steps. Just when
Damn. I think, he's not playing the way. That shit like it hurt. Get that checked out, man. That's you might have lost a couple of motor functions off that one.
it's with Mr. Perfect, who oversold it too much and ended up hitting the steel steps. Just when Sting thought he could take some time to breathe, Rick Rude's reaction to the punch actually did some damage to Sting. This chop got Ric Flair so confused he was ready to throw hands with the referee. Look at the ref begging for mercy. Devon Dudley made the 450 splash look like the most painful move of all time. JTG's hilarious oversell of the Cobra from Santino Marella.
All right. We have to go back to the Devon. We'll get to the Santino in a second. What the hell? I think Devon legit got hurt. That man fucking flipped on him. He was like, all right, man. Yeah, I can't even play this if I want to. I can't even tell if I want to. This shit.
JTG's hilarious oversell of the Cobra from Santino Marella will never.
They should have gone out of their way to make that the standard sell of the Cobra. They definitely need to. They need to make that the standard. He pokes you in your neck. You go all limp. You gotta get hit with a 3 count. You gotta eat the 3.
Get old. What a way to win a match. Dolph Ziggler's oversell of the monkey flip is funny, but Matt Striker's might be even funnier. I love how John Cone tumbles out of the ring when Braun Strowman and Big Show implode it. This is
Okay, wait. I don't think that was an oversell. I think bro definitely just he didn't expect to get fucking ejected.
tumbles out of the ring when Braun Strowman and Big Show implode it. This is one of Shawn's hilarious signature oversell. Whenever he gets kicked while he's laying on the ropes, he's gonna go flying. We've seen some great Royal Rumble eliminations. The stunner to Booker T is up there as one of the funniest and the best of all time, actually. Mr. Perfect really had perfect oversells. I think Ric Flair had one of the funniest sells when being Irish whipped into the corner turnbuckle. Physics do not make sense with Rick. Have you ever seen an oversell of a kendo stick sending somebody out of the ring? Now you have. Sticking with Brock Lesnar, look at this hilarious oversell of the chokeslam. Not gonna lie, that might be one of the best chokeslams I've ever seen. This punch sent Ted DiBiase to sleep. Good night, $1 Million Man. Bret Hart definitely had to be annoyed with this oversell. He probably blamed Bill Goldberg for it. It's hilarious to see that Sami Zayn absolutely no-sold this move, that he kicked out and then randomly started breakdancing afterwards. That was just goofy.
All right, Sammy. I love you, Sammy, but and what was that? Come to the front of the congregation. Jarvis, take Sammy's flip rights away. No more flip sells, none of that. We need you on 1, 2, 3 duty. You got it. You gotta lose to a suplex at this point. We need reparations for
this move that he kicked out and then randomly started breakdancing afterwards. That was just goofy. You know the drill. Chop Ric Flair and he's gonna go down like this. Eddie Guerrero for some reason is still shocked at this point. It looks like some sort of demon entered Dean's body when he was selling this move. I still have no idea what he was trying to do with this.
Dean, the Dean, in front of the fans, in front of the fans though. Like they're right there. The camera's out. This is what we're doing. Not like this. Not like this.
Entered Dean's body when he was selling this move. I still have no idea what he was trying to do with this one. Big Show is the only man to throw Brock Lesnar around like he's a toy. And back to the game, it looks like Triple H might be finally waking up. This is an even funnier Randy Orton Stone Cold Stunner cell than before. We got another hilarious Ric Flair chop this time for
getting
Mr.
hit with a
Perfect.
stunner and having your booty tuned up to the camera is crazy.
Ted DiBiase decided to do some yoga after being clotheslined in this one. Vladimir Kozlov is considered to be a failure, but I don't think so because he gave us this absolutely hilarious sell when he tried to go over the top rope but got stuck. This is great stuff. This is a British Bulldog flying into the turnbuckle. I love The Rock's overselling of these two stunners. The pause after the first one is so good, only to flop like a fish for the second one. That was great by.
That was pretty awesome though. That was pretty good. I like that. I like the sells for the second one. That was pretty.
Dwayne. I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys hear this oversell by the Big Show.
Oh, Roman Reigns counters. My goodness.
Let's.
Bro, what? See, he quick like fucking walked. I like how he charged it up. He had to put some stank on it.
Let's take a look at this combo of the funniest and most angry oversell from the game Triple H. We got another Stone Cold Stunner to The Rock, but at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 17.
I feel like
this switch in music
like
got
the old
Randy
wrestling
experiencing
games
the best sleep of his life. One last Ric Flair Irish whip to the corner for old time's sake. Greg Valentine is rethinking every choice he made in his life after this headbutt. There goes Billy Gunn flying yet again before belly flopping. Jeez. I can't even begin to tell you what Scott Hall is doing in this clip because I don't know, so don't ask me. We gotta look at this famous spot between Ted DiBiase and Macho Man. Here's another time they did it together. It's clearly a classic moment. Which one did you like more? Austin Theory might be this generation's funniest overseller after this one. You gotta call him the next HBK. Santino Marella has one of the best Stone Cold Stunners I've ever seen. Yokozuna turned Macho Man into Flying Man with this one. This is my favorite Rock Stunner cell just because he hits Austin with his legs afterwards. Scott Hall was not having any babies after this inverted atomic drop. Trish Stratus broke Devon Dudley as well with this move, and he's not having kids either. Much better. And number one has got to be Shawn Michaels when he completely oversold everything during his match with Hulk
this
Hogan.
Had to be in the video,
man really
dude.
ruined a big SummerSlam
I knew this had to be the video.
To prove a point, and for that, Shawn Michaels, you will forever have my respect.
No way, dude.
And it looks like we have one final Triple H update. Yup, he's finally done overselling that boot to the face.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Oversells are like, you need a dash of them. You need a dash of them. I like that the people don't take themselves too seriously, especially these days. It feels like before when kayfabe was like super duper like heavily enforced, you probably wouldn't see the oversells as liberally as we see them now, but it's part of the thing we all love, right? So yeah, I rock with it. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, a comment, or if you didn't like it, you could dislike it and tell me I suck or whatever. But I want to know who your favorite seller in the wrestling universe is. Doesn't have to be WWE. If it is someone from somewhere else, though, you might have to tell me just who the hell that is, because I don't know. I don't know everybody. But appreciate you. I'll see you in the very next video.